Welcome to Reggie Red's Reactions. It's your boy, Reggie Red. Now, today, man, I got a sad video to show y'all, but I have to show it because we can't run from these things. It's the school shooting that just happened. And we gonna watch MSNBC's take on it. And then later on in the video, it's like this little 10-year-old kid was giving the accounts of what happened. And the shit is powerful, man. The shit is powerful. But anyway, if you like this video by the end, make sure you like, comment, and share with your friends. And hit that subscribe button and turn on them alert bells so you know when I'm dropping another video. Let's go.
Hey, you've been listening to officials in Minnesota provide an update on a devastating and tragic shooting in Minneapolis earlier today. Tragically, 2 children, ages 8 and 10, are dead. At least 17 more people have been injured. We learned just now, though, quote, they are all expected to survive. It happened after a gunman armed with a rifle, a shotgun, and a pistol targeted a church that was holding a mass for the young students at the start of a brand new school year. The Minneapolis police chief saying just a couple minutes ago that among the injured, 14 of them are between the ages of 6 and 15. 3 of the injured are adults in their 80s who were attending mass. All of the remaining victims are expected to survive, as we just said. According to police, at around 8:30 a.m. this morning, the gunman approached the church where he began shooting through windows on the side, hitting children and worshipers sitting in pews. Police say that they believe the shooter barricaded at least 2 doors in the church to make it difficult for anyone inside to escape. The shooter, who acted alone, died from a self-inflicted gunshot. Officials say he left a manifesto on YouTube. Today's tragedy is where we start today with MSNBC medical contributor Dr. Vin Gupta. Also joining us, the executive director of Moms Demand Action, Angela Farrell-Zapata, and former acting assistant attorney general for national security at the Department of Justice, MSNBC legal analyst Mary McCord is here. Mary, let me first ask you, with your law enforcement ears and hat on, what you heard from the police chief there about both the sort of disposition of an examination into motive, the safety, I think, which is on the minds of all parents of other kids in schools, especially Catholic schools or schools associated with faith institutions, and where the questions remain.
Yeah, unfortunately, because they are reviewing the manifesto, but we're not providing any details of it, at least at this press conference, it's unclear what the motive was. And of course, that's what the police chief himself said. That's what, of course, so many of us want to know. And it's not just because that could direct the course of what kind of the investigation this is. Of course, the shooter is dead, so there won't be a prosecution of the shooter, but how we think about this. Is this an act of domestic terrorism based on ideological political purposes? Is it a hate crime? But it's also so important for the reasons you indicated, because other congregations, particularly Catholic congregations, need to be prepared. Is this something that's being directed at Catholic churches, Catholic communities, Catholic schools, or is this something that is broader than that? And so that's why getting in right away and executing the search warrants that the police chief mentioned could also help elucidate what the motive was here. And until we have a motive, it keeps people really on tenterhooks trying to figure out exactly what they need to be worried about. And again, I would also say, this is not the time to jump to conclusions about the shooter, right? What his ideological views might have been, what his own personal situation was. And this is the time where, unfortunately, Americans have a habit on social media of speculating about things and sometimes vilifying communities and making assumptions about communities who might be responsible before we have any information that would indicate who is responsible or whether they're part of any particular ideological or other community. So I think right now it's unsatisfying, but we need to just wait, not jump to conclusions, and see what is revealed through these search warrants, once they're executed and through a further examination of the manifesto?
One thing we do have, and tragically, this has become a tradition of covering these tragedies, and that is eyewitness testimony. This is a 10-year-old in his own words about what happened today.
It was like shots fired, and then we kind of like got under the pews. It kind of they shot through the stained glass windows, I think, and it was really scary.
What did you do after that?
Well, we waited like 10 to 5 minutes. I don't really know, and then we went to the gym, and then the doors locked just to make sure he didn't come, and we waited in the gym for more news, and everyone was okay. Or most people were okay.
Who are your friend, Wes?
My friend got hit in the back.
Did he go to the hospital?
Yeah, he went to the hospital.
What went through your mind when you saw that?
I was super scared for him, but I think now he's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get reunited with your parents?
Yeah, my mom was waiting outside of the church when it happened.
Yeah.
And then
What was it like seeing her?
I was super happy because, like, I was scared that I wasn't gonna see her because I didn't know what was happening, really. I was just in shock.
Was it behind you where it was happening, or in front of you? Just kind of.
It was, like, right beside me. I was, like, 2 seats away from the stained glass windows. So they were, like, the shots were, like, right next to me.
It's scary.
Yeah.
You went under the pew after that happened?
Yeah. And
Is
then
that what everyone tried to do?
I think I got, like, gunpowder on my neck. Yeah.
When you heard the shots, what went through your head?
I was like, the first one, I was like, what is that? I thought it was just something. Then when I heard it again, I just ran under the pew. And then I covered my head. My friend Victor, like, saved me, though, because he laid on top of me, but he got hit.
Your friend laid on top of you?
Yeah, and he got hit.
Is this something that you've practiced before?
Yeah, we practice it, like, every month, or I don't know. But, yeah, we've never practiced it in the church, though. Only in school. So it was way different.
Was your mom super happy to see you?
Yeah.
Give you a big hug?
What was that hug like?
I just felt like relieved, kind of.
Yeah.
I was very happy.
You're really brave, you know that?
Yeah.
Did you have any brothers and sisters there, or was it just you?
My brother's in the sophomore year of De La Salle. He used to go to Annunciation. He got out early because of it.
You guys were at like the mass that they do at the beginning
Yeah.
of school?
And then it was like maybe like 3 minutes in, the first shot fired. And then the police were really good because they showed up really quick.
Yeah.
And did everybody try to make you feel safe?
Yeah.
But it has to be probably the scariest thing of your life.
Yeah, it was super scary.
What do you want to say to your friend who helped protect you?
He's really brave, and I hope he's good in the hospital.
And what do you want to say to everyone that had to go to the hospital?
I hope you're okay, and I'm praying for you.
Bro, kids should not have to go through this shit, bro. In the United fucking States of America, and motherfuckers in Congress and shit don't want to do nothing about the gun laws or nothing. Cause it's not criminals, your everyday criminals that's doing this shit. Every time it's a shooting like this, a motherfucker background be crystal clear. And they using their legal weapons to do this. So what does that tell you? I mean, they gotta put some laws and restrictions on these fucking AR style weapons, man. Like watching this little kid, that little kid smart as a motherfucker. And he hella articulate. Like his thoughts was clear even after this shit. Like his thoughts was clear. He was answering the questions right on point. But kids, bro, 10 years old, they should not have to go through that shit, dog. They shouldn't. They should not have to go through that because this is America, man. Motherfuckers supposed to be able to feel safe at school, at church. Like, my God, man. And it's always, hey, I ain't a racist, but most of these time it's always a white male shooter most of the time. But they don't want to address that. But they always talking about black on black crime and all this shit. But they don't want to address this serious issue of why kids keep dying by fucking bullets in the United States. It's like they don't wanna attack that issue head on. And they need to. But right now, man, I'm gonna give like a 10-second moment of silence for the people. Like, I'm not religious, so I don't send prayers and shit, but I do send good energy that way. So, 10-second moment of silence. All right, man, I'm gonna wrap this one on up. If you like this video, leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, turn on them alert bells, and I'll be back later with some more videos. Peace.